When we live, give me the thumbs. We live. Oh man, welcome back, y'all. It's Wednesday. As you know, it's what are you really saying? I always mess it. I always mess up the name of the podcast, y'all.
Wow,
Man, what are you really saying? Is the name of the podcast. And guess what, y'all? As y'all can see, we got Bob back in the house, y'all. Come on, y'all. Can we clap it up for Bob, y'all? Can we clap it up for Bob, man? He's back, man. We don't know how long we got him, y'all. So y'all know we gotta hit him with all the questions.
Yeah, my drug treatment program said that I was doing good, so I could come out for a little bit. So thank y'all for having me.
Glad things worked out for you.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. And y'all, we got two new faces on the podcast that's joining us. Special guests, my sister Faja, our good family friend Jalinda. We got them in the house, y'all. Can we clap it up for them, y'all? Get them some love.
Yeah, clap that much.
We in the building.
We in the building. So, ladies, how y'all doing? How y'all doing?
We good. Doing
Y'all doing well?
God
Y'all had
is
a
good.
y'all had a good Thanksgiving?
God is good. Yes.
All the time. Y'all had a good Thanksgiving though?
Yes.
Y'all still eat leftovers?
No,
No,
dead.
I'm about to say,
it's over now.
Yeah. This
But then we didn't have to throw anything out.
everything
got eaten.
everything. Oh, yeah, you can't
Good
beat that.
job. Good job.
Yeah, you definitely can't beat that.
I ain't had to do nothing else.
He didn't make nothing.
She is a
She ain't
turkey.
cook nothing.
I did cook, but I cooked.
Just enough.
I cooked
Sparingly.
like 4 wings.
You did. You jive turkey.
A handful of mac.
You know what?
Sparingly.
You know what?
I don't like
Hey,
leftovers.
Tanisha on with us tonight, y'all. We appreciate you as always. Tanisha, did you have a great Thanksgiving holiday? I hope you did. But look, y'all, we got a good show tonight. We got a great topic. But first, before we get into the topic, y'all, we want to dive into why my sister and our family friend Jalinda is on the podcast for today. Well, first off, it kind of started out. She gave me a call last week and said, Ty, you know what? Me and Jalinda thinking about starting a podcast or something like that. I said, oh, for real? I said, that's what's up. I said, yeah, I think it'll be really nice for y'all
Yeah,
to
it would. They
jump
let-
on here and you know,
A little
share
test run.
share your creativities and everything that you got going on. You both are great moms and friends and aunties and all that good stuff. So people want to know what's going on, right? But another thing that we have for tonight that I want my sister to talk about and Jalinda to talk a little bit about is for y'all, for some of you all that don't know, like I said, they both are wonderful moms, sisters, aunties, and friends. But my sister here is an author. She's an author of a book entitled "It's Just a Conversation," and she actually bought the book along with her. She bought the book along with her. I don't know if y'all
It's
can
nice.
see that
Y'all
out
see
there
that?
in Facebook world and
It's a-
YouTube land.
She did the color
it's
and
called-
everything.
It's just a conversation, and she got merch to go along with it. We just put her Instagram page up so you guys can follow her on Instagram. But let's talk a little bit about this book. But first off, I want to ask you, how did you come up with the title of the book?
Let's see. The title? I don't know. I felt like I was writing, and I didn't start off with the title. I ended with the title. After writing the book, and I said, "Hey, what is this about?" I was like, "I mean, I guess it's just a conversation, right?" And that's what I popped on it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't too much thought in it. You know,
and I'm pretty sure the book is just a conversation, right?
Yes, it is.
That's
Yes,
what's
it
up.
is.
That's what's up, man. So let's back it all the way up real quick, though. When did you first know that you wanted to be a writer?
Like last week.
As y'all can see, right? It runs in the family, right? It runs in the family.
Like last week or something.
Like last week.
No,
But seriously though, like
no,
when did you
seriously, I didn't want to be a writer. I didn't think I was like, oh, I'm an author now. I'm a writer. I'm this person. I just felt like I had something to say, and well, let me make a long story long. Uh,
Long story long.
so during the pandemic, everybody talking to everybody, and that's all you could do really is just talk on the phone all the time. And I started. People always call me for some reason. Like I can be walking in the street, somebody stranger, but stop to talk to me, or I'm on the train. I mean, it's in plenty of time I'm on the train minding my own business. People come back, how you doing? So let me tell you what happened to me last night. I'm like, do I know you? But I still listen. I said, okay, I'm sorry that happened. But I find myself having just random conversations with people all the time. And especially with friends or family. Like I think a lot of people would confide in me about things. And I would say to myself, wow, like why people keep talking to me, right? So during the pandemic, I started thinking about you. And I know. I don't know why.
You love me.
I know, I guess.
Go ahead.
So I said, Dad, Tariq been in all these plays and everything. I think I could write a play. I said, I'm gonna write a play. Yeah. And then I started writing. Then I said, oh damn, it's the pandemic. Ain't nobody come no play during the pandemic. So I said, well, I guess I'm gonna turn this into a book. So I started to I kept writing. I contacted my brother Bar, smartest nigga I know.
Doubt it.
And I said, oh, you're on a Wednesday. You're a smart dude. So I said to myself, Bar, I need some help. So Bar, he helped me a little bit with the writing. I ain't never give him no royalties though. I got you. Got a little change in the car. Slide your way.
All good. I know you live.
Change to you. And he helped me a little bit, and I just kept going. I didn't stop. And I said, look, I'm gonna just put it out there. So that's how it all came about.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
Who else we got in the house?
Sometimes we be thinking like, oh, I gotta be a author. I have to go to school to write. I have to do all these grand things to be a writer. Like, no, just write that. Write it down. You got.
But you do need a good editor though.
Oh yeah, I had an amazing editor.
Yeah,
and I had my girl Gloria. Gloria
Shout
Mullins.
Shout out to Gloria Mullins.
What's
up, Gloria?
She is Kakua. She is the founder of Kakua Books. And I contacted her during the process. I said, sis, look, I want to write a book. What you think? She said, of course. She wrote plenty of books. She said, it don't matter. I said, but I'm not. I told her I'm not an author though. I'm not a writer. She said, you ain't gotta be. She said, you think everybody that started writing is, was already coined this author, this great author? No, you became that over time. Right. She said, just write, just do it. And that's what I did.
That's what's up, man. Let's shout out, man. Shout out, hey, Maurice on here.
Oh, what's up, Maurice?
Yeah, Mo on here.
Yeah,
Mo
she came a long ways, y'all. I mean, I think she learned to read in the 12th grade.
You right. So I ain't gonna lie, I was hooked on Fonda.
You know what I'm saying?
Even Adrian said the same thing about Faja. Adrian said Faja and I have conversations all the time. She's the best. Shout out to Adrian, man.
Well, Adrian, my girl.
That's our homegirl right there. Man, Keisha, oh man, Keisha, where you been, Keisha?
Hey man,
Keisha ain't tapped in with us.
Oh, you done paid all these people to say this stuff about you? Wow.
Yeah, we got people in here that ain't never came on. Keisha on here. She love her and all this other stuff.
She spent that bread to get y'all to come on here and speak highly of her.
My man Kareem, what's up, baby? How you doing, man?
What's up, Kareem?
On here, man. But yeah, Keisha, I'm working. I know that's right, babe. And matter of fact, Keisha, you gotta put in the comments, Keisha, your
Keisha?
Yeah, Keisha Leach. Put in the comments, Keisha, about how people can donate to your nonprofit. Because I know you do a lot of things around this time for the season for the kids. So definitely put that in the comments for me so I can shout that out also. Who else we got? On here?
Got a comment. What is that?
No, that's my man Kareem.
He said you can thank Mr. Webb.
Oh, man, that's Kareem. Oh, that's the other Kareem that's on her. You can thank me for the title. Oh, so Kareem came up with the title, huh?
I'm like, dang, did he?
Oh man, Kareem, she wasn't gonna try to give you the credit for it.
She not paying no royalties home.
Man, it's a corporate takeover.
Not getting no royalties home.
He mentioned him in one of
y'all did.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, Kareem, you can write a book,
Hey, Kareem, hit me after the show. I'm gonna put some shit on the credit. She ain't getting that. She ain't getting.
But nah,
yeah.
Nah, that's because him and I always had a lot of conversation.
Yeah, that's what's up. Kareem,
Just
good,
the
Kareem, good guy. He was on here last week, man. We had to, matter of fact, I had to call 911, man, and take his pressure. That man almost busted a vessel in here last week, man. Him and our producer J Rock, man. Over here at Robert Roger Studio, y'all at 2904 Minnesota Avenue. You know? Yeah, that's what it is, Keisha. That's right, guys. Y'all can go in the comments and look up Holiday Dreams Inc. Y'all, no amount is too small. Items can be purchased directly from the child's wish list.
Okay.
Yeah, so just use our blessing to bless someone in need. That's what I'm talking about, sis.
Indeed.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Royalties paid with the pot of spaghetti. Oh man, Father, you was paying people. Angel said, "Yeah, you paid the cash with a pot of spaghetti." Man, you know what? You know what? We ain't even going. My man, Ty, Ty here,
keep it 100, huh?
Ty Jackson here. What's up, Ty?
What up, baby?
Long time, baby. Love you, man. So look, moving forward though, y'all. Not only did you write the book, but you took some excerpts out of the book and made a little small stage play, right?
Yep. Because I remember I just said, I wanted to initially do a play,
right?
And I said, you know what? How can I intertwine both of these that I want to do?
Mm-hmm.
And I I'm extra. My little sister, little extra. And so I said, I said, you know what? I'm gonna do them both. I said, so we're gonna do the book launch, but it's not gonna be a regular book launch.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a play
Fantastic.
too. So my girls came, Jalinda, who played Alexis,
Jalinda,
Dion, who was Jordan, Tasha, she was Raina, and then who was that? India was Destiny. And I called up my family and my friends, and then my brother, he was the waiter. He was the waiter. He did a good job.
Him and Robin.
He
MC'd it for you.
So it was a whole production. It was a whole show. It was amazing. Great turnout. Thanks everybody for coming. I really appreciate that.
Just put the link up there also, guys, if you want to purchase the book.
My director.
Oh, Johnny, for sure. Yeah, Johnny.
Hands
We got to give it up for Johnny.
I didn't know how talented Johnny was until
we
we were in there and he was catching things that I was like, what? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he made sure it went through smoothly.
And rehearsals were amazing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lord, what's up, baby? How you doing, man? I got to get
Uh,
out there to you, man. I ain't seen you in a minute.
Shout out to y'all's mother too.
Yes,
she was
my
holding her
mother.
down with the food.
That was the royalties right there.
Yeah,
Oh.
definitely moms. Yeah, moms always come through in the clutch.
She
Every
really-
rehearsal.
Yeah,
So look,
she had them looking forward to that.
Bless them though, because it was a lot of hype behind the book. Hey, Tiff, what's going on, Tiff? Our condolences too, y'all. Tiffany, my Tiffany's best friend lost her grandmother.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So definitely our condolences, Tiff. We love you.
Sorry to that.
If anything you need, we're here. Sure. But it's been a lot of buzz around the book, especially after the play hit and everything. So a lot of people been asking about it's going to be a sequel.
Yeah, well, actually, this good brother up here,
Our producer?
the producer of Rebel Rousers, he came to me and said, hey, I got some projects going on and I want to know if you want to take your book and turn it into like a mini series.
Don't pay her nothing.
Right.
Man, see, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's how we do it. You know what I'm saying?
Black excellence.
You know what I mean?
Together.
And that's why I try to tell y'all. See, y'all here at Robert Roger Studios, y'all, it's just not about podcasts. It's a whole world. Like the engineer here that we have, he's a producer engineer. You know what I mean? We bounce ideas off of each other, and there's so much stuff that we can do. Like I said, you can come in here and record. You can come in here and do mini series. It's a lot of things. So anybody out there that has any ideas that you think might not work, or if you think, you just need a helping hand with it or something like that, tap in, y'all. You can inbox me or go on robertrouserstudios.com and he'll answer all your questions, if possible. So moving right along. So you said it's going to be a sequel. But the sequel's going to be a mini series.
It's going to be a mini series. Johnny's also helping with that. I had reached out to you, you know, but you're a busy man,
No. You know, I got you.
you know.
Right now it's Grinch season though. But,
Yeah, I know
but
it's
I got
Grinch
you. It's
season.
Grinch season.
I know, but you know, we gonna make it big. So you know, of course, we gonna bring the funny.
Yeah, for sure.
We gonna bring a little drama.
Yes.
And you know, it's gonna be a pretty big deal.
That's right.
So we excited.
Brother
about
Tariq,
that.
what's up, brother? Oh, Ma on here, y'all. Let's go. Be on the best behavior now. Ma's in the house.
Look,
Hey, Ma, love you.
Ma-
Hey,
Ma know
Rose,
my
how you
heart.
doing? Rose,
need
hey,
you to
Rose, I'm gonna
tune
talk
off
to you,
today.
Rose. You've been cutting up online. I'm gonna talk to you now. Nah, that's my girl. So yeah, man. So we got good things coming in
Mhm.
2023. Can we say 2023?
Oh yeah.
2023, y'all. We're gonna be on the lookout for the sequel, the mini series to It's Just a Conversation. But I know y'all see this other young lady that's sitting over here beside Faja and Bahij, right? And we want to introduce her. Her name is Jalinda.
Hello.
She's a great friend of the family. She has really helped out tremendously. We love her so dearly. We vacation with her. You know, we
She's a Renaissance woman.
she's a rent. I like that.
I'm the
The
family
Renaissance
woman.
photographer.
She's
I just
everything.
follow them
She's
and
everything.
take
She's-
pictures.
she
She's
helped
out
me.
everything. She's out everything.
She was
guys.
in.
Go ahead, tell a little bit about her, Fox.
She
Go
was,
ahead.
you know, she does everything. She does it all. HR work.
Yeah.
She does. She volunteers. No Slide Zone. Shout out to No Slide Zone. She so yeah, she always rapping.
As you can see, she got the merch on.
You can call her about anything. You need help with anything. She's gonna be there for you. Best person in the world.
I don't know. I found out.
Yeah, if she does not
That's
know,
right.
she'll find out. She helps with your web
Yeah.
page. She help with everything. Like ain't nothing she don't do. Oh, party planner extraordinaire.
With my partner here.
Yeah,
That's right.
and she's
So as you
just
can see,
amazing.
She
As you
does a
can see,
lot.
y'all, as you can see, we always surround ourselves with great company, great
Thank
people.
you, Keisha.
And
Even everybody that's on here online right now, they're just great people. You know, down to Adrian, my brother
Yeah.
Tariq, he over there. Tariq, you in Atlanta now. Toy just checked in. Hey, Toy.
what up, Toy?
Yeah,
Toy,
that's right.
hey.
Yeah, that's our girl, man.
Yeah.
Definitely
Everybody on
Keisha.
here.
Keisha's always doing things. Marika tap in with us every day. She support me. She
Yeah.
supports the
on here?
podcast. Yeah, she's on here. Marika's on here.
Hey.
Yeah, she's
What's
awesome,
up,
man. Like I said,
Marika?
we got some awesome people, man, in our lives,
Yeah,
guys.
they are.
And
They
I
are.
always want to acknowledge that. So again, we had the we had it up to where though you can buy the book. We'll put it back up towards the end of the show again to where you can
Look
buy the
at
book. Matter of
merch.
fact, she got merch. She
We
got
got our
t-shirts,
merch on.
bags, mugs.
Got black,
You know?
you got
Black.
white.
Yeah,
Yeah.
show it off.
Come
That's
on
what
now,
I'm
you know
talking
you can
about.
rock up with the blazer. You can walk up with the jean shirt. You know you can
That's what's
on
up.
off whatever you want to do. You
That's
know.
what's up. That's what's up,
Versatile.
y'all.
If y'all want to get them for the low, DM me.
He's selling
Right.
them
I
out.
was just trying to make. I was just trying to make
Truck.
my
Minnesota
money.
You
Avenue.
know what I'm saying? Off the
Just
low,
trying to
low.
make up my money,
Yeah,
man.
man.
So,
But
get
yeah.
back.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kevin, what's going on, brother? Kevin Glover, y'all.
What's
Kevin
up,
Glover's on
Kevin?
Okay.
in the house, man. We
Everybody on
appreciate
here.
you too, brother. So look, y'all, let's get right on into the topic of the day. And I thought about this topic, as a matter of fact, just last week when my sister had reached out to me and things. It was like, man, well, you know what else we can talk about, you know, besides, you know, your book and things, which is a big deal to me. But just some other things we can kind of talk about that, you know, that the community, our community, should I say, that we have on here, will really be interested in listening to and have some feedback on. Hey, JB Johnson. So I came up with the topic of raising young men. And the reason why I came up with that was, for one, my sister, she has a 17-year-old, which is a young man going into marriage. Jalinda,
Have an old man.
and he's, but Alex is what, 20?
Nah.
Alex,
he
30 now?
30.
Yeah.
Old man. He
Yeah.
about roughly 21 though. But, you know.
See, so that's why, and I got a 17-year-old.
Man,
And
own your
is
senior
Uncle Bob.
citizenship, man. Own that, man.
And Uncle Bob's Uncle
That's
Bob,
true.
man.
You
So
been
Uncle
trying
Bob
to-
helps out with all our kids. You know what I mean? And we
AARP
are
members.
Who said something?
we are
about
truly
Bob?
blessed for Uncle Bob.
Bob don't do shit.
For sure, we're truly blessed for Uncle Bob. But let's get into it, y'all. The topic, man, raising young men. So Faja, start with you first. I got some notes. I got some notes for this one.
I ain't
right?
never known you had no notes before.
Yeah, man. It's a whole
'Cause
nother
you
world
on
now. You know.
Yeah, you gotta be
I'm gonna get right into it. And raising
feel
your
like you
young
doing
and raising your son, right? Have you shown him how to love and care for himself first?
You know that boy not to wash his ass, dude.
Come on, man. Y'all playing. Y'all playing around, man.
You know,
Y'all playing around, but seriously though.
Yeah, seriously. Of course, I've shown my son how to love and care for him.
What's she supposed to say? No.
I know.
No.
Wow,
The answer isn't a yes or no answer.
it's not.
It's just,
It's not.
It's more of a, just a conversation.
I told that man to work it
The
out.
the reason why I asked that is because, you can kind of tell sometimes down the line when kids get older, men and girls too, but a lot of men, because they're raised by their moms. Not a lot of households where the father's in the household. So you have a single mom raising a child. And a lot of times the mom will be so loving and caring and want to kind of shield them from the world, right? But it can kind of come off to like, that's my baby. So when they get out there in the world, they don't know nothing else but how my mom treated me. And, I feel, if you don't love me, then I don't love myself. You know what I'm saying? I never experienced that because my mom didn't do that to me. My mom always did this. My mom always had my back. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I mean by the question I was asking. Do you make sure that you have you taught self-love to your child? Not the love that you give to
That I
him,
give him, right.
but hey, love yourself, value yourself. You know what I mean? Because the world's not going to value nothing that you got going on. You know what I mean? So that was my question I was asking you.
Right.
So I apologize if it came off a different way.
No. It's I understood.
We're giving you shit. That's all.
No, that's cool.
You're good.
That's cool. That's what we do. Jalinda, what about you, Jalinda?
I feel like I have. Now, kids have their own personalities.
True.
And they process stuff differently. So, we can only plant seed in them. And, it's up to them, once that grows and, we help to fertilize it and give them everything that they need. But what they do with it once it grows, they get older, they grow up, that sometimes they take it and they know their worth. And other kids, they're like, oh, well, I know you told me this, but
right.
this is what I feel,
Yeah.
But
So, but I think that we do the best that we can with teaching them. I know you mentioned shielding them. Like I was always pushing my son out the door. So he's been to New Zealand and he's been to Japan, and people were like, "Well, you're not scared." I was like, "Well, yeah, but he's gonna leave me one day." He hasn't yet, but I'm still praying. But but I was able to let him go because I'm like,
that's awesome,
he's gonna. I want him to be out there. I want him to be independent.
Right.
I want him to understand the world and not just know like where we live at.
Right.
So he went to camp in Virginia. He went to camp in Maryland. He did stuff in DC, but he was exposed to different things. And I never wanted to shelter him from people in the world and what's out there.
That's awesome.
So
That's awesome.
I mean, I did the best I could with what I had. So
Hey, that's all we ask.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, that's all we ask. You know. So let me ask you all something. Moving right along. I'm gonna start with you, Jalinda. Even to this day, let's just say, but growing up, and I want to know to this day too. Does your son or have your son ever come to you for advice, life advice, or dating, or
Yeah, all the time. Sometimes you don't want to hear anything they have to say to you. But you sit there and you
appreciate you keeping it 100 though.
Oh, yeah, you be like this. Yeah. Like,
I don't
you
even want to hear this
don't have
bullshit.
to tell me that
Right.
much.
Hey, Ia.
You don't have to tell
What's
me that
up,
much.
Ia?
Just keep it vanilla. But he does. And I've always told him, you could talk to me. I tell him though, I say, I don't always want to know, what you have to tell me. So if I look uncomfortable, but don't ever feel like I'm not gonna love you and respect you when you come and talk to me. So don't feel like, oh, I can't tell you because you're not gonna love me anymore.
Yeah.
And he's gotten that from myself, my mother, his aunt, and other adult influences in his life, his godfathers, his godmothers. And in his situation, his father died when he was 11, 12 years old. So, he misses out on having that type of influence. But his father was there and very present in his life. So he got what he could from him. And then, the rest of us
was
kind of
on.
like filling that gap.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. No one's noticing people on here. My man Brian. Hey, Brian. Rob in the house. What's going on, Rob? Oh, what Keisha say? Keisha say, for me, my 17-year-old, I taught this specifically very recently because I just discovered what it meant to me personally. Can't teach what I wasn't aware of initially because it was loving them that grew them, but loving themselves was not something I can honestly say I practiced early on. Okay.
Hindsight.
But as she finished it up, she said, now I feel he has an understanding. He knows how to self-advocate. He knows his worth and that he too can be on the honor roll. That's what's up. He can have whatever he puts his mind to, etc. That's right.
Hindsight is 2020.
Hindsight is 2020. That's right. That's so true. And Keisha, you know what? Big ups to Keisha too, y'all. Let's give big ups to Keisha, man. A lot of people might not know her story, man, but we do. She's very close to the family. No, he said, I'll read it, but she's very close to the family. So we definitely double salute you, Keisha. Keep going. We behind you 110%. Maurice said, question, can a woman raise a man?
Can a woman raise a man? I mean, well,
they do it every day.
Yeah,
now,
actually,
I
when you say,
you can, but
well,
I just had this conversation with my
I
barber.
believe a woman
can
raise a man. However, he's going to need things from an actual man. He's going to need things that a woman can't give. But we can raise them the best way that we can. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's the best way we know how. It ain't that, that whole thing is very, upside down when people see that. Because some people say, no, can't no woman raise no man. Right. I'm not teaching him how to hold his penis and pee, in the toilet so much. But
you gotta teach.
But I'm just saying, I'm not walking over him saying, "Hey," I'm not grabbing his penis up. No,
but you're not grabbing his penis, but you're telling him.
What I'm trying to say is,
go ahead. No, go ahead. No, I'm not.
A woman can raise a man.
You said a woman can raise a man.
Yeah. The opposite can be said. Okay. Can a man raise a girl or a woman? Because I know many men who have
their daughters.
Yeah, they have their daughters because something's going on with their moms. Drug addiction, psychotic break, whatever. So I've seen that happen as well. Yeah. So, you do the best you can with the tools that you have, and then you take the resources that are available to you.
Right.
So like for Jabril, for her father's son, she has her family, her uncles. Mm-hmm. I mean, his uncles. You guys come in and you do what you can with him. Right. He has mentors in his life. And the same for my son. He had godfathers. He had cousins. Other people that come and try to fill in those areas where maybe a woman does not have that same level of perspective.
Okay, so it's no, go ahead, Bob. Go ahead.
I don't be trying to bust. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Nah, I was just going. I was curious about something, right? Okay. So, like, because on one hand, I think if we're talking about teaching a child like principles or like some characteristics, right? Like, if you want them to learn how to, let's say, be respectful or considerate or like, diligent or, having discipline. I don't think that's a gender thing. I think that's just across the board, right? Mm-hmm. But I am wondering about something, right? So like, your son comes, you say, Mom, look, I'm trying to bag this little female, right? I'm trying to figure out how to go at it. As a woman, do you feel like you be like, well, hold on, son, I'm gonna have to find you a dude for stuff like that. It feels like there are some things, like some really specific things that maybe you might not be able to speak to because you are female and you never had to come at it from that angle. You know what I'm saying? In situations like that, I feel like, that's where a man could be useful for certain things. But as far as raising a child to be someone who, is a contributor to society, someone who represents himself well and all that, I think that's very doable, no matter what your gender is. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
'Cause
I see it both ways. I see it both ways. I want to put my input on it too, but I want to get to some of these comments real quick. I got Kevin Glover. He said, "Believe it or not, more is caught than taught." And as a single father to a son, he picked up on not just what I taught him, but what he saw. And I can honestly say how proud I am of the man and dad he is. As for a single mom raising a son, the men is his mom's life. They emulate. That's the point I was about to make. As uncles to your nephews, again, more is caught than taught. And you guys are great examples. We appreciate that, Kevin, so much. So, matter of fact, let's get to one more before I make my statement. Let's go to Brian. Let's pull up Brian and see if we can pull up Brian. Hey, cuz Letitia on here too, y'all. Cuz.
What's up,
Hey,
cuz?
Hey, cuz,
love you,
All
babe.
time.
Who else? Somebody else tapped in on
There
this
he
too,
is.
y'all.
Brian Green.
Yeah, Brian,
says,
man, Brian Green. That's
I
my
have
man.
been
Bam,
fortunate-
what's up, Bam? Here go Bam. Question right here. He says,
go ahead.
"Wait, you can read it."
I have been fortunate enough to raise two sons, 23 and 16. What I notice is the most important part is to raise your kids to have confidence in themselves. Way too many dreams are shattered due to broken confidence.
Wow,
Mhm.
now that's deep.
Yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
agree.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, Brian. Man, we got to. I'm sorry, we had to clap it up for that one.
Yeah.
We had to clap it up for that one. That's what I'm talking. And you know what? He's a great guy. That's Ia's husband.
Mm.
Ia Monadette Jones.
Yeah.
That's Ia's. I know
Okay,
you know.
cool,
Yeah,
cool.
that's Ia's husband. Yep.
What's up?
Yeah, man, they definitely great people, y'all. So I wanted to piggyback on what Kevin was talking about, because that's how I feel also about the woman raising the child. As a matter of fact, our engineer felt the same way last week when we had a little small conversation on this. I feel like a mom, like you say, can only do what she can do, right? But when a mother's raising a child, the child, again, emulates what the mom's doing, right? So if you're that person where, women are emotional, they get angry, all that stuff, right? If you're having a conversation with someone and you get to the point where you start getting, you fussing, you cussing and, whatever, or you're that sassy type, thing, pop off all the time, and the child sees this, the boy is seeing this, right? When he becomes an adult or a man, whatever, grown teenager, however you want to call it, he's going to emulate the things that he's seen for you, right? So,
No, so I wonder, as in, would he pick a woman like that, or would he?
I mean,
A lot of times they do.
A lot of times they pick that woman that's like that, or you're wondering why they react the way they're reacting, because they reacting how their mom react.
Right. They have a lot of feminine energy.
You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of
That
feminine
they're
energy
learning.
in them. Not to say they're going to be, gay or anything like that, but that's just how they react, because that's what they seen their mom do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say that the father plays a pivotal point in the child's life.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the part that the father can teach. Not necessarily the father got to be that, man, don't be crying. What you crying for? Because a lot of that is
That's
wrong.
damaging.
A lot of that is wrong, because growing up saying, what you crying for? You don't need to be crying for that. No, the child is upset. He's hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So there's ways to deal with certain things. So I'm not saying that kind of father in a sense, you know what I mean? The beat spanking father, but I just feel like a child needs their father in their life to go forward. Man, a girl or a boy.
I agree.
Because you got a lot of these girls out here
Ooh.
that's a fall for any little thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
The daddy issues.
The daddy issues.
Mm-hmm.
And then not only that, you can have this guy that walk in your house or knock on your door that's dating your daughter, that's clean cut, well-mannered, everything. And guess what? he a
Trash.
savage.
Trash.
He a savage. He talk to her any kind of way, you know, behind you and all that stuff. But when he get in front of you,
Controlling.
oh, hey, Miss Majid, how you doing? Oh, great. I'll get that for you. You know, but he's messed up because he didn't have his father. You know what I mean? To show him, you know what I'm saying? You know, grandmas and moms can only take you but so far. So that was what I wanted to piggyback on Kevin thing, what I wanted to say. Let's pull up Rob. Rob said, pull up Rob real quick for me. I wanted to get to Rob also.
Robert King, not all
He
the
said
time.
not all the time. Todd, nah, but I think he said something way before that. You know, Rob, me and Rob go back and forth all the time. I'm gonna call him when I leave here and cuss him out. Yeah, he said also it was something before that. It's plenty of women, especially grandmothers, that raise men. Yeah, that was one, but I guess that was his first one. Okay, all right, Rob. We're gonna talk about that too, Rob. I mean, again, everybody have their own opinions.
I think the important part or aspect of what you're questioning
Mhm.
is that there's a balance. And so when you have both parents
Mhm.
in a child's life to help educate them and mold them and teach them from both perspectives,
Mhm.
then I think that's when you have a well-balanced child, unless you have toxic parents. I mean, there's so many different
It's no perfect. It's no
caveats.
perfect.
Shout out to the toxic parents out there. Man, y'all doing you can. You doing what you can. You doing what you can. Shout out.
But you know, but when you have a healthy relationship with your children,
Mhm.
and you're a healthy person, a healthy adult, then I think that's that balance you're looking for.
Yeah, for sure.
Because then you both could like, you know, feed and or give that child what that child needs
For sure.
from a male perspective and a female perspective.
For sure. Yeah. Shout out to my man Wes, y'all. Wes is on there. Wes from Round Away.
What's up,
Wes, my man Wes, man. That's a positive brother, man. I love that dude, man. You don't know how much you inspire me, man. For real. And matter of fact, your daughter, she moved into the next dorm. I seen that clip also. Our sister Michelle on here. We love you, Michelle. Michelle. Carlos on here. Carlos Splash.
brother Lowe's.
We brought in a good crowd.
Y'all more in the crowd
didn't we?
tonight, man. I got a feeling y'all sent out some telegrams.
Hey
or something
man, she
around here.
bribed y'all. You better make sure you get whatever she drives you.
My man, General Michael Jordan, he's in the house, man. Another good brother, man. Excellent father. He posted something online today about I don't know if y'all seen it today with these tennis shoes going around and some little off-brand Nikes or whatever going around to send to your teenage kids and see what they felt about them. Like it's almost to say like, hey, I'm about to get you these for Christmas, you know, what size you wear type thing or whatever, just to see their reaction. Oh man, these kids, man. Dude, let me tell you something, man. I sent it. I was telling Farge, I sent it to Jabril not too long ago. I was like, hey, Jabril, I'm thinking about getting you and Elijah a pair of these for Christmas. What size you wear? He's like, oh, you know what, Uncle Tom, I don't even know what size I wear, man. It varies from day to day. So I thought that was funny.
He did not want the Nike 1000.
That was funny.
What's wrong with the Nike 1000?
Hey, JB, thanks, JB. I appreciate that. Pull up Keisha for me real quick. She's saying something about her pastor, and I definitely want to get that in the house. A pastor once said, a father is required to show his daughter the type of man she should seek. The mother is there to show her the example of how to be a woman, vice versa for the males. That's a good one. That's real good. Yeah, I definitely applaud that one. I definitely applaud that one. Oh my goodness. Tiffany said something, y'all. This is my wife.
Oh, yeah, we got Tiffany on. Oh, Lord.
Nah,
Hey,
Tiffany,
just checking on you.
Y'all behind this now.
I'm never
Tiffany ain't
Yeah,
never came
she don't
on
never
here
come on. I know.
and commented.
I know.
She's never came. Oh
There's
man,
something ain't
Let
right.
me see. I'm gonna read this. Let me see if Amir typed this. Hold on. I love you, babe. She said you have women that have trouble raising women, and the same with men. Just because a child has a man to emulate does not mean that he is instilling the best values.
True.
That's true.
We're going to drop the mic then, Tim.
That's true, Tim.
Go on,
That's
drop
true.
the mic.
Oh, time
I
out.
mean,
What?
do better.
See what I'm saying? I knew it. That's why I knew it. That's why I double tell. I said, "Oh Lord,
better.
here we go."
Thanks for
Here we go.
answering my
All right,
text
babe,
message.
Babe, I'm gonna
Tiffany,
Google it. I'll
showing
Google it,
up.
babe. I'll Google to see how to be a better man to my kids, babe. I love you though.
Well,
Hey,
Kareem
Ebony,
said-
Ebony on here. Happy Wednesday, Ebony.
That's not true, Mr. Webb.
What did he say?
He said most moms raise the boys to be the exact man they can't stand, lazy, not driven, and etc. Ooh.
That's
Thanks for shaking it up,
Hey,
Kareem.
hey,
You know, I like to shake it up. Hey, look,
that's
he-
somebody
look,
he
look.
know. I don't know those people.
Look. I mean, that might be his
Hey, look.
experience. Yeah, he might be a lot of them out here.
It happens. It happens. It happens. Yeah.
I mean,
Most is a very
Yeah,
strong word.
not
Most is a strong word, but it does happen, Kareem. It does happen. Hey, E, what's up, E? Easy.
Yeah.
Oh man, E Dub, man, all the way
Hold
from
on.
Roanoke, man.
He's sour. Okay.
Yeah, he out Roanoke.
What's up, E?
man? Yeah. Hey, man, look, everybody jumping on him. Hey, that's not true. Kareem, you just, y'all, let me tell y'all something.
Hey,
Don't be doing that,
week,
Kareem, my best friend,
every week, y'all, every week, the show goes left around about the halfway point. I don't know how it always
Kareem
happens.
be getting stuff started. That's my
I don't know
best
how
friend.
it always
Don't do
happens.
Hey, look.
Hey, Keisha said, Kareem, you
Like,
need
I
to
wanna
go back to
stir
her
the
first
pot.
comment. You're about to get jumped.
He trying to stay the
Hey man, y'all
Oh,
leave
Lord.
Kareem. Look,
Oh, Lord, that's my man. I
look,
love him.
somebody
man.
had to say something about that segment of women out here that does exactly what he just wrote.
Yeah, it's
That's
true.
true.
That's
You
true.
know what
One
I'm
thing about this podcast,
Yeah.
y'all. Listen, man, we open.
Mhm.
We open. You know what I'm saying? I want this to be a platform for everybody. Like that's what conversation is about. That's how we get ahead. That's how we learn from each other. You know what I'm saying? Like just because somebody say something don't mean that it's wrong. It's
Right.
their perspective.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're able to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Maybe we can find the medium, or maybe we can, maybe he might change our mind. Be like, you know what, God, you know what? That's true. My girl the same way. Or I know a girl the same way. I need to talk to her about it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure people know someone
Oh,
who's
for
like
sure,
that.
for
You
sure,
know, it's
for sure.
every woman is not a
Yeah, definitely.
great mother. Every
Definitely.
man is not a great father.
Miss Warren, how you doing? It's
all right.
my our sister. Larissa.
Oh, Larissa.
Yeah, Larissa. Yeah, hey Larissa, how you doing?
Hey.
Yeah, man. So wow. Yeah, I love it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But I had another question that I wanted to bring up too. And I think let me go on my notes real quick, y'all. Y'all know I got notes for the night. Yeah, you gotta have the notes.
He didn't win
Gotta
got
have notes.
professional
Gotta
and
be
everything, you know.
Oh, you know what? And this is something that it kind of piggyback on what we were saying, but it gets a little bit, I feel like it gets a little bit more deeper. Do you think, and I know you're divorced, you're separated from your and I have, yeah. So anyway. No, the reason why I say that because I want to kind of like the question that I want to ask is kind of leading towards the single mom type thing or whatever, right?
So basically, you being nosy.
I'm being nosy. Yeah. But it's a good question though, I think. Do you think not being with your child's father affects the mental state of the child at some point?
You can take that.
I take it. First of all,
You gotta clap with it,
That depends on the parents, to be honest with you. Because if you have parents that aren't in a good mental space, then I don't think that it's healthy for them to be in an environment with the child. For myself,
Yeah, I was gonna say answer it subjectively. Go ahead.
My man Dion, what's up, Dion?
I'm always gray lining it, but my son's father and I, we were never married, and at some point we separated because of things. He just was doing some stuff, and so like he has a son a month younger than my son. So that type of stuff.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
yeah, but we're all family. We all get
That's what's
along.
up. Hey, Valario in the house, my man Valario,
What's
man.
up,
I'm
big
glad
guy?
he on here, man. He always got excellent educated
Right.
points, man.
Stop.
But he
Coaches and uncles matter. That's right, General. Coaches and uncles matter.
he passed away, so that situation is different. But
Right. Yeah.
he definitely was there, and we found a common ground. We worked out whatever differences that we had with one another. And I always made sure he knew what was going on with our son. He came up to the school. I invited the other kids to come out. I would take them to the circus. Like we worked things out.
Right.
And I think that he was in a healthy environment from that perspective, Okay. And I never trash talked his father in front of him. I always felt like if the other parent wasn't doing whatever they need to do, that the child would see it. You don't have to talk badly about
That's
the
that's
parent
true.
in front of the
That's
child.
true.
But they had a good relationship with one another. And I know that him being absent has affected him
That's
more
right.
so when he got older, though.
Right. That was my next question to
he
you.
passed, like I said, he passed away when he was about 11, 12.
That's my dad.
But when he
passed.
was maybe 15, 16 was when he was like, I wish my father was here.
You're right. That's
Yeah.
Well, that had to be tough.
It was a two. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
two-part question to it, but I just kind of like let it, flow out because, me and us three right here, but speaking on just the boys aspect, but not father too though. But we lost our dad at a very young age, and I can say all the good stuff about my dad because while he was here, he was a great dad. I learned a whole lot from him that I'm still, incorporating into my life to this day. But I do feel like it is not too late, but I do feel like at that time I think we should have had therapy. But back then therapy wasn't a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that. But I do think we should have had some kind of therapy back then because certain things do affect me today.
And you didn't realize it.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
No, you don't.
When
You
you
don't.
get older,
It's
and
when you
start
get
to
older.
process
Exactly.
stuff.
Like
Yeah.
for me, and I don't want to get too far out of it, but for me, every day I wish I could have a conversation with my dad,
right.
just on the things that I'm doing now in my life, you know what I mean? And just whatever. But
Man, y'all
as
gonna
far as
me in this joint crying. I'm
how
telling you,
do you feel?
I want to add to that because even as a parent, and though we weren't together, there were times when I would break down and cry because there was no one else that would love him the way that his father and I would. Like, his grandmother, his aunt, his whoever else would love him, but not like your parents did. That people may not go that extra step for that child the way that the parent would. And now there would be times when I'm like, man, why isn't he here? Because I know he would have his back and my back to help with any issues we had and not, make assumptions or judgments or whatever. And so it is hard when that other parent's not there, especially when they pass away. I'm sure your mother may have felt that.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh yeah. She just told me this not so long ago.
Yeah.
She said, you know what, Tariq? She said, Tariq, I regret not getting you all therapy, back then or whatever. You know what I mean? But for whatever reason. But it's
you
never,
don't know.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you don't.
time
And then when it, 'cause especially when you lose somebody,
Yeah.
that you've been together forever, your mind is all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And the kids are the last thing you kind of thinking about because they're okay, in a
Right.
sense.
And they seem okay. At least.
They seem okay. Yeah.
She did the
Well,
best she
shout out
knew
to
how.
other people that's came in to check us out. Ronald Austin, the twin.
What up? What up?
My guy Ronald, Tamika's husband, good friend of ours, my man Chucky. Chuck, what's up, man? Man, Chuck, you ain't been cooking lately, man. I'm mad at you, man. You got to give us some of that good cooking out here, man. Let's pull up what Keisha just said, if you don't mind.
And Ronald, when y'all coming on?
Yeah, man, we got to get Ronald and your brother. We got to get y'all on, man. They got an excellent podcast on Tuesday, too, y'all. It's called Open Bar. Check them out. All right, Keisha says, for my single mother story, I did impact my son. He suppressed a lot. He saw what a father does for you all and asked
Ask me.
He saw what a father does from you all and asked me questions. He felt his didn't love him, etc. There were multiple conversations about him that I always kept kind and ended them with keep praying for him. Oh, wow. But I do feel it impacted his mental health, emotional stability, etc. Yeah, that's what I was kind of getting at. You know what I mean? When it comes to the father not being in the house and you down the line, type thing. Because as a boy growing up, you know what I mean? And again, my story is a little bit different from other people's story because our father passed away. But you notice yourself gravitating towards the hype. You know yourself gravitating towards the cool, things like that. But also for me, I knew I didn't fit in with the cool kids, meaning the drug dealers or the people that was fighting and all. I didn't fit into that part. I knew that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the sense but you got them two people on your shoulders like, man, just go. Nah, chill out. that ain't for you.
Mhm.
But sometimes you got to kind of find that medium, like, all right, I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna leave a little early. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. So, I just think it's really important, man, that just everybody out there just listening to us, man. And again, people on here that I know, they are great fathers, man, but we all can still sit down and talk with each other and come up with ideas and just, raise our kids, because it starts with our own home. A lot of people say this world, this world, this world, but if you look inside your own home and you just take care of what you got, then once your child, daughter, or son grows up, they're able to meet a family, have a family, and continue to instill the great values that you instilled in your child. So that's how we change the world. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get
One
back
at a
to
time, huh? Okay.
let's get back to let's see. So Keisha brought hers up. Let's Kevin got my man Kevin. He says, that is a conversation you should have with your child. Many people don't respect the child in a way to value how the child feels, which causes the child to internalize, and for some, it costs. I'm sorry, for some, I think it comes out as a bad behavior. Yeah, he's right. You're right. But see, Kevin, that and again, I think a lot of times too, I think in this generation that we have now, man, I think like with social media and so much, the world is going so fast. I feel like you can miss the opportunity to talk to your kids.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? That conversation that should have been had. I think you can kind of miss that. You know what I mean? And sometimes you can circle back sometimes or whatever, depending on what happened, in the situation. But I do feel like the world is going so fast that we because like if you look at it, man, honestly, like how often do you sit down at the dinner table with your children and eat dinner? You usually eat, they take their plate, go to their room, or one go in the, I'm just saying, I mean, it could happen in your household, but in my household, I have little ones because I have really little kids, so we like dinners at the table, so we all sitting down. But my 16-year-old Elijah, he'll come down, he might grab his plate and go upstairs or whatever the deal is, and then that's on my fault though. Because I should be saying, now sit down as a family, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna talk about your day and things like that. But I can tell you my faults in certain things that I'm doing. You know what I mean? And speaking about this now, I know what I need to do too. So I just feel like the world sometimes kind of passes. But what you got to say?
I make a point to definitely talk to my children every day. I mean, just a couple days ago, Jabril and I had a 4-hour conversation. Did I almost die? Yeah. But 4 hours, he had a lot on his mind. He want to talk about what's going on in his life, how he feeling about everything. But Jabril would stop me almost every day, or from school. I know my first question, have a school, son. This what happened, that happened, this happened. So he's very vocal. He always talks about how he feel, what's going on. He want to know my advice. He want to know how his outfit look. He want to, get my opinion about a girl. What do you think about this? He'll read a text message to me. She said this. What do you think? What's that mean to you? So
that's
have
beautiful. That's a beautiful connection.
Yeah, that's rare.
Yeah. Relationship.
Yeah. But Jabril's like that though. Jabril's very open, minded, and he wants to learn and he wants to know. One thing I can tell about Jabril, he don't want to be set up. He don't like surprises.
Right.
You know what I mean? He want to know, and I commend him for that. Darrell the same way.
Right.
Darrell the way. Elijah. Our kids, we have some great kids. Yeah. Pull up Marika real quick for me. Producer. Oh, we got two. Okay, go ahead. Whoever's next, let's put it up. Oh, Adrian. Okay. Adrian says, when my parents split around 1992. Oh, Carlos. Okay. Adrian, we're going to come right back to it. Adrian, stay with us. Carlos, he says, a man in the house can be a detriment
to the kids' growth.
Are you reading it?
Yeah, I can.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. A man in the house can be a detriment to the kids' growth. A woman can definitely raise a man, but coaches and mentors are needed. He will always seek approval from a male figure. I can see already that at times I negatively impact my son. He wants to impress me and he doesn't need to. Seeing his tears and his pain causes me pain. Too many times I've told him to stop crying, but it was more for me than him. This whole he has to be tough mindset is harmful. I definitely needed the therapy and guidance. I don't want my pain or mindset to pass to him, only the good things.
Wow,
Yeah.
man.
Okay.
You know what, man?
That's
Let's clap it up
impactful.
for Los, man. Los, that's what's up, man. That's definitely what's up, man. And Carlos, you know what, man? You know, Carlos will hit me up from time to time in my inbox, man. And he'll always tell me that he appreciate what I've done for him. You know, he appreciate what I'm doing in the community and things like that. And their family and our family, the Washingtons, are very close. You know, his big brother Adrian, we best friends. Terrell, we're best friends with Terrell. So
Tisha.
Tisha for sure. We definitely can't forget Tisha. So yeah, man, we love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that you are raised. For one, double salute to you for raising your children. And I heard that you have another one on the way also in 2023. So congratulations
Congratulations.
on that one also, man. Keep doing what you're doing. We love you. And yeah, man, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. All right, and the Keisha next. I felt this. The seeking approval from a male figure, absolutely, and it's a natural thing for them to do. Woo. I witnessed firsthand, and thank God this didn't impact my oldest by traumatizing him. Oh yeah, that's from what we were talking about. Okay, yeah, Keisha, man. I want to say, man, they don't know Keisha's story. Well, that's one strong woman.
No kidding.
She is one strong woman, man. I love her to death, man. Okay, yeah. All right, we got 10 minutes, man. Let's try to get to a couple more. Let's get to Ty. Ty Jackson. Ty Jackson. Up.
Adrian.
Let's go back to Adrian. Yeah, let's go back to Adrian. Adrian said, when my parents split around 1992, I was 9 years old. I resented my dad for a while because I didn't see him as much. Now that I'm older, I wonder if it could have been my mom that didn't let me come around. Who knows? See, that's something that we were talking about last week too. Like a lot of times, you know, these moms be so, not a lot of times, but a few times, you know, you have those sentences where the mom is she's just smashed, she's upset, she's hurt. And she's like, you know what? No. You know what I'm saying? For whatever the dad did, then that's your punishment. You know what I mean? And that's not always right, should I say? But Adrian, you know, we love you. We always praying for you and things like that.
I have a recommendation for that. Uh-huh. So I have at least minimum 2 male friends who went through a situation with their significant others, their wives, where they made it very difficult for them to spend time with them. So they went up to the school. They couldn't keep them away from the school. So they volunteered. They became the coaches of the football team. They would go there when the mother would leave. They would go into the school, say good morning, eat breakfast with them if they were eating breakfast, be there at recess. But they found workarounds. Because I've also spoken to guys who are like, oh, I can't do anything. I'm like, yes, you can.
Yeah.
Because I've seen people that do stuff.
Yeah.
So if you're in that situation,
it's
there are
ways around
workarounds.
it. There's ways around it. You know what? You know, if you pursue the way you pursue the woman, your child's mom at the time to get her, if you use that same energy around for your child,
I like that analogy.
Now,
I'm dead serious.
He just tried to get real deep real quick, y'all.
Use that same energy.
Okay.
Use that same energy. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You'll be surprised the blessings you get from it. All right, let's go. Let's go down real quick. Who else we got? Valario, my man Valario. Women cannot raise men. She can raise a male to be respectful. Expecting a woman to raise a man is like expecting a man to raise a woman. There are things unbeknownst to both. That's right. We touched on that also earlier. That's right, Valario. We got one. Marika. She
Make
says,
your comment.
Now I have one. Go ahead.
It's on your face.
Oh, okay. Let me just real quick. She says, Marika says, I come from a very small family, so no uncles on my side, and the uncles on his father's side was doing hard time. We do our best as mothers, and I know we can raise them, but I know for sure the missing piece was a male figure on a regular basis. That's what we were talking about. That's what we're talking about. I'll read this. Wait, I'll go for a tie.
Okay. What's funny is, as I watch my son, who is now married with his first child, I see both areas where I succeeded and areas where I failed him. It's almost a reflection of who I was and my own faults through him. I am proud to say he still is a good man and has a lot going for him. And excuse me. and I had the time with him that I did. I was blessed to have a man step in as a father to me when my biological father didn't, and that was most impactful for me. I tell my father all the time. Every time I corrected the kids, I heard him in my ear every time. I know a lot of guys that don't have that story. Yeah,
That's right, Ty. That's right, Ty. Double salute to Ty, man.
no
Good
doubt.
one. Come on, man.
No
Good
doubt,
one,
Ty.
man. Good one, man. Man, you know what, man? I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. You know, I know having my sister up here with Linda and then my brother coming in, you know, a lot of times when we get together, it's always joking and joning and things like that, man. But just to see that how we can come together and really have an honest, you know, serious conversation about this stuff. Cause we got people out here that have a lot of y'all crazy. We got people out here, you know, we got friends and family members on here that really love us and we love them, you know what I mean? And they have information that they want to share.
Thanks
They
for the
have
love,
stories that they
guys.
want to share and things
Yes,
like that.
thank you.
And I really appreciate that, y'all. I really appreciate that. We got a little bit more time, but again, before we leave, we want to thank everyone for reaching out, y'all. I'm gonna go down in the comments when we get off here, and if it's things that you know that I know needs immediate attention, I'm going to try to answer back to you guys. Again, reach out, follow my sister on Instagram at It's Just a Conversation Book. We had the link up there also to purchase the book and to purchase the merch that she has. Again, Keisha Kemp. She's in the comments. Keisha Kemp, guys. She has a nonprofit organization and it's called Oh man, it's Dreams Inc. She has it on there. I'm sorry, Keisha. I'm so sorry.
If you go back through the comments.
But she does have it in the comments. But go in the comments, guys. Holiday Dreams Inc. is what she has, guys. Holiday Dreams Inc. She does this every year. She tries to gather toys and things for the less fortunate. And it's a beautiful thing. I also do, which most of y'all already know, I also do the Grinch and other costumes for the holiday. So if you guys having anything like toy drives, or you know a family that just need a pick me up, you know, something, whatever's going on in their life or whatever, reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be more than willing to try to accommodate you guys. We can meet up together, go with them, and just put on the costumes, take some pictures with them, have fun.
He's not just good with the costume; he's good with the kids.
I appreciate
really
that.
good.
But
with
no,
the
but
kids.
seriously
Dang,
though,
you gonna
yeah, I
say
appreciate
that?
that. I definitely appreciate
I know,
that.
now I can't
So
even
yeah,
talk
so
about my
reach out to me,
OnlyFans.
y'all. You know what I'm saying? You all know I'm always willing to help the community, no matter what it is, family pictures, anything like that. So before we go, I got to give a big shout out to my brother Bar. He came back to work. I don't know how long he gonna be here, y'all, but he came back to work, y'all. Can we give a hip hooray for my man Bar? You know what I'm saying? He came back to work, y'all.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Nobody don't do that.
But we love y'all. Again,
one clap.
thank y'all for joining in. For everybody for joining in, y'all. To What Are You Really Saying podcast every Wednesday at 7:00. Again, have a great week. Be safe. See you guys next. Oh, look at all my brothers. That's our brother Maurice. He on there right now.
What is that?
Look at all our brothers. You know he always got to put you out. The little brother always got to say something crazy, y'all. But we love you guys, y'all. And Bar, you want to end it, man, like we normally do.
Bye-bye.